Welcome back to the History Show. My name is Phuong Nguyen. In this episode, I'll talk about the famous figure, Dante Alighieri. Dante Alighieri is a significant figure during the medieval period. But what did he do to become significant? He was a poet, prose writer, literacy theorist, moral philosopher, and political thinker. He wrote several poems and proses, one which would massively influence the modern world. Dante was born in Florence, in Italy, under the sign of Gemini in 1265. For those who don't know when is that, it is during May 22nd to June the 21st. At the age of 24, in 1289, Dante took part in the Battle of Capaldino between the Guelphs and the Ghibellines. Soon after, he was charged with graft and the act of hostility towards Pope Boniface VI by a hefty fine and a visit to the council. In 1302, he is exiled from Florence for not paying the fine. As he lived in Verona in 1308, he started the Divine Comedy, which is the Divina Commedia, the three-part poem. It is split into three books, Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. The poem was finished in 1318, the same year where he moves to Ravenna. 3 years later, on September 21st, Dante died of an unknown illness, which is possibly malaria. The creation of the Divine Comedy had a great impact on the world. Many future artists were motivated to illustrate parts of it. Also, the language in the Divine Comedy would then be used as the basis of the Italian language. Finally, many writers such as John Milton have been influenced by the Divine Comedy. However, after hearing all of this, most of you are probably questioning why he wrote it. There are three possible reasons. The first reason is possibly he wanted to express his ideas about hell and heaven. For the second reason, Dante himself said he wanted to lead his readers from a state of misery to a state of happiness through his poems. The final reason lies in a letter Dante wrote. In the letter, Dante states that he wants to write of Beatrice that which has not been said of another. So in other words, the Divine Comedy is also a love poem. That's all we have for today's episode of The History Show. As always, thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you've learned something. See you next episode.